Well, hello again. You join me on a rather cold winter morning. It's around about -6 and it's quite a chilly one. A really heavy frost is about, as you can probably see. And we have had some heavy rain in the UK recently, and with that in mind I decided to draw up a short list of rivers where the water levels do rise quick and also drop very quickly, and I'm on one of them today. And you will have seen this little river in my other videos, and that is a lovely little river, Blackwater in Hampshire. And today I will be targeting just a mixed bag of fish. I've got liquidised bread with me, which I'll be using with a cage feeder, and maggots and lobworms. See if I can pick up a few roach, perch, chub, maybe a few lovely gudgeon. There is some really large gudgeon in here, and they could actually strangle a perch, I think. Really chubby chaps, lovely, nice mother of pearl colouring. As I say, it is what I'd call a very chub type day, or pike fishing day. Nice and clear, very heavy frost. And what I'm going to be doing is just doing what I've done before in my videos, just dropping into a few likely spots, not overbaiting. I won't be using the centre bin this time. Obviously I'm going to be using a cage feeder, 6-pound main line, and a size 14 Amazon B982. Not such a thick wire hook, because I do feel the river's fining down, and the fish can be a bit spooky if you go with too heavy a wire hook. Anyway, that's the plan of action. It is, as I say, a lovely day. Anyway, let's see if we can pick up a few of these lovely fish and get fishing, shall we? That's the mixture that I'm using. It's just a very coarsely liquidised bread, maggots, casters, a little bit of birdseed in there. I don't tend to use hemp much at all with my fishing. I rely heavily on the Hank's red band birdseed. I do feel it's a lot more productive and it gives a better edge than hemp does. Anyway, I'm just using that inside the cage feeder. Gives a nice colour on the bottom, shows up well for the fish to pick up, and at the same time I'm not overfeeding the fish, which is obviously very important. The eyes on the rod have been freezing up a little bit. The actual tip eye has, and the actual blank of the rod's getting a slight film of frost on it. It's quite a chilly morning. It's a glorious one. It really is a beautiful morning. The sun's just popping out. A little bit of steam off the water. Oh, it is lovely. You know, it's all the different seasons that make it all so special as an angler. I really do appreciate them. Still quite a bit of weed in this spot. It is quite shallow. I'm going to head up further up to where these trees are and this bend, and give a few spots a go there, then continue downstream. See if we can pick a fish up. I've not had any bites at the moment. Tried cheese paste and maggots. Nothing on either. It's lovely though over here. It's such a lovely river. Anyway, let's continue downstream. just had a nice looking chub. Just weighed it. It's a lovely fish. It's a nice 4-pounder. Nice stomach on it. It's in lovely condition. And it looks glorious in the winter sunshine. I was just on the maggots, liquidised bread in the cage feeder. It's in lovely nick, as I think you'll agree with me. Glorious thick grey lips. Anyway, let's get this chubby chap back where he belongs. What a lovely fish. Excellent. Let's release this lovely chub. Release him downstream so it doesn't spoil the sport in that swim if there is a few more chub to be had. Off you go. Well, I've come further downstream now, just casting alongside this bank. It just comes round in a little arc. It's nice and slow there, a little bit deeper, and I do know the fish tend to get there. I'm only going to give it half an hour to 45 minutes here, and then I'm going to make my way upstream, try a few spots up round this area where those trees are, and then further upstream as well. No bites as of yet. But, you know, it's a glorious day, a lovely winter's day, and it's not all about catching fish. It's just nice to be at one with nature, out wetting a line, with a chance of a fish or two. It's so peaceful, and you know, it really is beautiful. All those kind of the different seasons and how they complement and contrast to one another. Summertime, autumn, and now winter time. It's a lovely little intimate river, absolutely gorgeous, packed to the brim with features, and as I say, very quiet and very peaceful. In the same spot. Too bad. Now that has really made my day. Wow. I was just near to the opposite bank where there's quite a lot of flotsam and debris, and talk about a bite. Rod tip absolutely walloped round. As soon as I struck in, I did wonder what I was into, the way it steamed off into the main flow. I think you'll agree with me. That's a lovely chub, and in cracking nick as well. As I say, £5 1 ounce. What a beauty. Immaculate fish. Wonderful fight. Absolutely superb. Just turn around so you can see the other side. How about that? Isn't that a lovely fish? What a lovely species. Enigmatic, beautiful. And as easy as they give themselves up, they can be one of the most wily adversaries on their day. Well, this is the last spot I'm going to fish most likely, as time's getting on, and it's been a very pleasant morning and afternoon's roving, but like all good things, at some point it's got to come to an end. Forecast for tonight is meant to be for some freezing fog and dense fog, and it does look like, as you can probably see now, it's really starting to roll in. I'm going to give this area half an hour, just along here. Lots of weed been pushed up there with the floods that we've had. Just a nice area for fish to tuck in under, so I'm going to give that area a little go. Back. No more bites in this last spot, although I have seen fish there in summertime laid up in the dense weed beds. The weed beds have died back, and as I said before, with the foliage dying back in wintertime, the weed beds dying back creates an added dimension, whereas an angler you get more swims to fish, more areas to go at, and it's been a thoroughly enjoyable day's roving about. A lovely crisp winter morning, brilliant sunshine, and very, very frosty, and it's been nice, rewarded with those two lovely chub, and finally breaking the £5 chub barrier on the Blackwater, which is something I really wanted to do, and to have achieved it now is really nice. As I said, I knew there was £5 in here, but I do still think there's bigger than that as well. And you know, you'll see rivers like the Stour, the Avon, the Thames and tributaries like the Kennet and the Loddon. You'll see them in a lot of the angling press, but one river you won't see much of in there is this little gem, and it contains some absolutely beautiful fish. And as I say, it's been absolutely superb. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've really enjoyed sharing it with you. I've enjoyed making it. And until next time, tight lines and cheerio.